Once you have the practice heart rate data file open, the first thing you need to do is resave it as an Excel workbook. So click on Save As, rename the file, and then you'll need to change the file type or the Save As type. So instead of CSV, we want Excel workbook. Then you can save it. That yellow bar should disappear. We're good to go. The next thing we're going to do is quickly scan through all of our data to make sure that there are no zeros and there are no missing heart rate values. You don't have to actually look at the numbers, but we're good to go. No missing values, no zeros. We got all our data. The next thing we need to check is the duration, which appears at the top. It was about an 8-minute test. This is showing us 8 minutes, 8 seconds. That's another good sign we have all our data. Now we're going to find heart rate max. So to do that, we're going to use the max argument, type equals max, open parentheses, and then to highlight the whole column, click on the top cell, and you're going to use Control-Shift down or Command-Shift down if you're on a Mac. That will automatically highlight all of the data in that column, and it will pull the highest value. So this person's heart rate max was 192 beats per minute. Now we need to create a new column, so Insert, title this column time-floor. Floor is the argument we're going to use to round the time values, just so we can keep track of what's what. You're going to type equals floor, open parentheses. You're going to click on the time cell, so the cell directly to the left, to tell it which cell to look at, comma, space, quotation marks, 0, 00, 30, quotation marks, close parentheses. That tells it to round to the nearest 30 seconds. And then you can drag that bottom right corner down all the way to the bottom so that you don't have to type the formula in. It will autofill for you. Now we need to highlight our data that we want to summarize. So the time, floor column, and the heart rate column, use that Control-Shift down to highlight everything. Go to Insert, Pivot Table. The default settings are fine. It will create a new sheet for you. Rename that sheet. And then on the right side of your screen, check the boxes to add the data to the table. They should automatically populate in the right way. So you have time first, then heart rate. Heart rate should be under values. Go to value field settings. Change to average. Click OK. This will average all of the heart rate values associated with each time bucket. And then we represent heart rate as whole numbers, so highlight it, go to home, and get rid of all those decimal points. I didn't do it here, but you can also change the titles of the columns. So relabel that row labels, make it say time instead.